Hey everybody, back on again tonight. This is my final review for all the pods that Judy at pepperlover.com sent me. Tonight I will be reviewing yellow Bhut Jolokia. Very, very good looking pod. Despite this being in the refrigerator this whole time, this one is still nice and firm, no softness to it whatsoever. So it's a good looking pod, really good size too as well. So again, this is my final review of these pods for Judy. Judy, I really appreciate you sending me these pods again. I really enjoyed doing all of these. So big thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So I guess we'll just hop right to this one and give it a go. Looks really good on the inside. Like a lot of boots, it doesn't have a whole lot of placenta in it. But boots don't seem to need a lot of placenta to give you a good amount of heat. So no doubt this is a big pod. I'm sure it's going to burn. Very mild smelling, not very strong smelling. Seems like it's going to be pretty good. Don't think I'm going to try to shove this whole thing in my mouth. I'll take it in bites. So. It's a lot to chew up. I still got some in my mouth already. All right. Get these seeds out of my teeth really quick. Very good flavor. It's you still get the Bhut Jolokia flavor to it, but this one was very sweet and it had that citrusiness to that the yellow varieties typically have. So you got the Bhut Jolokia flavor, a little bit sweeter than a normal red boot. Then you throw the citrusy flavor on top of it. Very, very good. The heat's building pretty quick already, which is very different from a normal boot. Usually they take a while to build up, but this one's building pretty good in the back of my throat, under my tongue. Can't say enough about that flavor. Very good flavor. Has a really good sweetness to it. As I've been doing in most of all these reviews, I talk about how they would go in food and in hot sauce. That thing would be excellent in any type of hot sauce. Any foods you want to put it in, can't go wrong with that. Very, very good. The heat's still building. It's in my salivary glands majorly. It's mostly in the salivary glands. It started out in the throat, but the throat's not really building more. It's mostly in the mouth where it's building, which is different because boots usually hit me really strong in the back of my throat. And don't get me wrong, it is hitting the back of my throat, but it's mostly in my mouth than anywhere else. We'll see as it goes as I keep swallowing. We'll see how it affects it. Very, very good. Don't have any information on how the yellow boots, how the plants go. There's nothing on there, but interestingly enough, Judy does kind of give a little background on how this variety came about. Excuse me. Apparently this was discovered in the U.S. The yellow boot was discovered in the U.S., not in India, where all the other boots come from. Apparently it's a actual mutation. It's not a cross with anything else. It was a genetic mutation, according to Paul Bosland from the New Mexico State University Chili Pepper Institute. He said that it is just a genetic mutation, so it's a Bhut through and through, just mutated it to have yellow traits. So there's your history lesson for today. And science, I guess. Let's see, the heat. I think we're about leveled already. I mean, it's pretty much your typical Bhut Jolokia heat, but for most people, yeah, that's gonna be a really 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 hot pepper. So another winner for me. I think it's very very good. I highly recommend you growing this one. Um, I assume it'll produce like most Bhut Jolokias. Now for me, I've actually struggled this year with, I've got one Bhut Jolokia plant and it struggled for the longest time to produce pods. Excuse me. As of late, it's starting to put off a lot for me, so that's a good thing. But for the better part of the summer here, it's not done very well. Now, other people have had more success than me with that, so I think it's just me being a first year grower, and I don't claim to be the best grower in the world either, so it could very well just be me. I get a little sniffle in the nose here, so it's making my nose run just a little bit. Not too bad. Eyes aren't really watering off of this one, but yeah, I think the heat's starting to come down now. We're about 3/4 of where we were before, so the heat didn't last very long in this, but the flavor. I mean, flavor, decent heat. It's a winner in my book. I really 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 like this pod. So this will be going on my grow list for next year as well. So I'm gonna have a lot of Bhut Jolokias on my grow list. I'm gonna have pretty much the whole variety there: white, yellow, red, brown. I'm gonna have pretty much all of them on there. And as I keep doing these, my grow list keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I gotta narrow it down at some point, but I'm trying to narrow it down to about 20 plants. I don't know if that means 20 of one variety each, or if I do multiples of different varieties. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling here. This has nothing to do with the review. Very good pod, very good flavor, good heat to it. Yeah, grow it out. I recommend you do it. Judy, once again, thank you so much for sending me these pods. I look forward to doing more reviews. All you all stay tuned. I do have a couple more things coming my way. 2 of them from Judy. I'll tell you, one of them is the 7-pot brown. I'm not going to tell you what the second one is. We'll leave that as a little bit of a surprise, but both of them should make for very good reviews. So you all stay tuned, and I hope you all have enjoyed them. Thanks.